Hello and welcome to our special broadcast, the Test of Champions, coming to you live from London, right outside the Oval Cricket Ground. It is day 3. It's always called the moving day, where the test match can go either ways. With me, Harbhajan Singh. I love the color of your suit. It's nice and pink, but the Indian team right now doesn't seem to be in the pink of health. Not great performance by the Indian batters. What do you reckon happened there? Have the Indian batters been found wanting in English conditions?
Well, I think they didn't bat as well as we were expecting them to do. Shubman Gill was in supreme form in IPL, and Rohit obviously was struggling for runs in the IPL, and he looked good here to start with, but unfortunately he missed that straight one from Pat Cummins. And of course, Cheteshwar Pujara, I was a bit surprised the way he left the ball. He's been playing in these conditions, captaining his county, and scored about 400s also here. And there was a huge kind of expectation from him, because since he was the only one who was playing in these conditions, and I thought he would stay at the wicket and let the other batsmen will score runs. Someone like Virat Kohli, he got that difficult ball to negotiate, but overall I think things could have been much different had they batted first. Forget about the conditions whatsoever. They should have batted first, and they should have played 2 spinners. Simple as that.
Okay, I'm going to get to that. Very interesting that you mentioned that they should have batted first. I, as an Indian fan, looking at the way that they batted in in day 2, would have been worried that day 1 overcast conditions. I don't know what India could have been 70 for 5 or something like that.
What has changed now? It is the same story. At least by playing 5 bowlers, 2 spinners, 3 seamers, they could have given you a chance to do something better. Of course, you need to score runs in these conditions as a team to win test matches. When that doesn't happen, you'll end up losing the game, if not on the 4th day, but the 5th day for sure. But I think you have to look at from the positive side of what you can do and what is you are good at. And of course, when you have 2 world-class spinners, why leave one of those spinners out? Simple as that. Take more responsibility, bat first, and of course let the bowler come and do the job later on.
What do you think could be the reason? You talk about India should have played 2 spinners. We've seen it in England. Ravichandran Ashwin has been very unlucky to miss out in the playing 11. Whenever they've gone with 1 spinner, it's been Jadeja. He's the number 1 test bowler in the world right now. We saw what Nathan Lyon did with that delivery to Ravindra Jadeja. There was grip on the pitch. Why do you reckon that India has been reluctant to play Ashwin in England?
I think they totally went with the conditions by looking at the wicket, where it has a lot of grass cover. And of course they must have seen the weather as well. But when you come to England, don't play around with your 11 just because you see there are clouds. That will go away. Of course you see the larger picture, which is 5 days, and you need to see who can do the job in 5 days rather than on the first day. Simple as that. So by looking at those points, I think India should have selected their team, whereas they selected the team by looking at the weather conditions for the first day and looking at those grass patches here and there. They selected 4 seamers, and 4 seamers is a bit too many, I feel.
Okay, probably what the Indian team could have done is picked up their phone, given Harbhajan Singh a call. He's played county cricket. Nobody knows how the conditions will be here and what an off spinner can do. But just tell us, from your experience, having played here, what do you think are the conditions, and how does it help an off spinner do well here?
Well, this wicket have a lot of bounce. If you bowl wicket to wicket, this will produce you that bounce what you need as a spinner. And of course, you don't really need a side spin always to get people out. Simple as if you bowl the right sort of line length, and you look to get those inside edges of the bat to get people out at short leg, silly point, or even in the slip, like Nathan Lyon did yesterday. It's about bowling the right line length. Simple as that. If in England there is a wicket to bowl on for a spinner, this is the wicket, because it produced a lot of bounce. I played a lot of cricket here in county circuit, and I've always had a very good time. So things would have been different slightly. I'm not saying that Ashwin would have properly change the course of the game. But yes, things would have been slightly different had he played. But still, India need to bat well. India didn't bat well. That's where we are all standing. We are concerned about that.
Okay, interesting that we talk about an off spinner having done well. Another off spinner who played here for Surrey, Saqlain Mushtaq. I remember having a conversation with him. He said that always you keep talking about turn. Off spinner can do many things. There's drift also.
More of a top spin, what you get in these conditions rather than the side spin. What the Indian bowlers are used to now, bowling in those Indian pitches where the ball spin from the first ball onwards. Things are different here. You need to bowl a lot of overs. You need to bowl more of a top spin kind of a balls here rather than just bowling side spin. If you're looking to bowl the side spin, you're not going to get that in these conditions.
Now to the Indian batting. Do you think all is lost, or do you still think India can hope to recover from here?
India can. The only thing India can do from here is just try to cut down that lead. What they will obviously give it to Australia. They still have a chance. Rahane is out there. K. Bharat to obviously showcase what he can bring on the table as a batter, and we do believe that Shardul can bat, but for how long in these conditions? And this pitch have showed enough glimpse of those different bounce. So batting is going to be a difficult task on this wicket as the match will progress. But yeah, the only thing India can see from here, Rahane getting a big one for India. If that happens, obviously that lead will reduce. But I think India is far behind in this game. Australia have an edge.
Okay, final question. Do you think at the moment, from Australia's point of view, is follow-on going to be on their mind, or do you think no, those days are gone by?
I don't think they will give India follow-on. Even if they get them out in first half an hour, they'll still, I think, look to bat, and whatever runs they get in the second inning. Obviously they want to put pressure on India, and let them chase on the fourth inning, 400 plus. That's going to be a big task. So I don't see them giving follow on to India.